set up like all controllers and stuff like that. Because like that can be a hassle, especially with Steam. Steam's very goofy sometimes. Actually, a really, really quick turnover in terms of getting into the next set here. So
yeah,
here we go.
Looks like the players are starting to get used to it. But like you said, here we go into game number 2. Utilizing the car is a great way to kind of ignore that bubble entirely because it's going to just sneak right in and get some things going. But off the bat, AlphaStone boxing, you would anticipate maybe he would give them some respect, but no, he's just going right in.
Yep. There we go. We're seeing that Raven get into play here. Whoa, what a setup on that one. Isn't going to take a stock, but still really cool stuff.
Yeah, on cooldown side special, also a great projectile. It covers a lot of distance, and here he goes setting up he was setting up the rock.
the rock with the red, though, makes it look like it's a slab of meat.
Oh, my God.
Gonna make a Butcher Raven skin.
It's like that Mario Party minigame where you have to cut like the steaks perfectly in half. It's like, well, where did this come from? Right now, actually, maybe we do make a Chef Raven skin. Right now, we got Aerial side special coming in from Gizmo, trying to get something started, but you can see that it looks like metsfan and Righlee have kind of taken that approach that they did earlier, where they kind of hold down a space and say, you got to approach us. We got massive hitboxes. See if you could break that zone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, and both of them, okay, on the left side of the stage here. And this is where things, I think, get a little bit shaky because, like, I'm trying to put my thoughts here together because, like, when you're both really high damage and you kind of have two characters on the other side who are really kind of like, hey, we're cool with you being over there because we're just going to keep throwing things at you. Eventually, you're going to lose your stocks.
And we're going to get that downer off the side of the stage. Also, just for anybody who, I'm assuring multiple people in chat are probably bringing this up, PS5s and PCs don't like each other. So sometimes when they get set up, it defaults the audio, and that is currently what happened here. So we'll get that situated after. But right now, the car coming through after that previous KO that Black Adam just got, even to the set count back up 2-2.
Yep. Okay, right there. Had a good little combo potential going. And, man, they were just chasing him down there, too. That was actually a really scary spot to put yourself into. But the bubble is up. I am protected. I am safe.
They try to make sure that all these projectiles mean nothing. You got to approach us right now, but he's going to do exactly that. That Nair coming through and trying to get some more off that Stair, but Black Adam creating space difference, using that giant Nair himself to try and get them some damage on the board. This is as close as you can ask for right now. The damage is not that far off. A little bit more in favor of the red team, although Raven is at 115. The Joker card missing its target, though. It hit Gizmo instead of Raven.
Yo, these teams are just throwing things. They're literally throwing everything in the kitchen sink at each other. And for some characters, that is actually a move. So.
It makes a lot of sense in this matchup, too, because they're trying to get one person to break before the other. So, but for the red team, they have more things to throw. Because Black Adam, of course, now has a cooldown on that down attack because before it was just a little bit too dominant, controlled too much space. But when, on the other side, it's like, look, you can put the bubble up, but we're going to just drive right in and try and see if we can close it out. Lenore missing its target, using the out special, barely missing the up air off the top.
I'm just saying, I don't think I've ever seen a bubble in life ever stop a Buick. So
right now, rushing recklessly right through. A little bit of chaotic driving coming in, but right now it's going to be Joker who comes in and stops AlphaStone, keeping it going, getting the up air, looking for the up special off the top, misses though, and it's going to be Zeb who finds his target on the right instead, getting that KO and shutting it down.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was only a matter of time, I feel like, before they really got that. But still, like, you put so much pressure on one opponent who's, like, up in the air, and then the other one's just on the side of the stage. Like, you just have, like, that's exactly what we saw from AlphaStone. It's kind of put that pressure there. Said, hey, I can go for either of you at any point in time. So, like, either you land carefully, but either way, we're going to separate the two of you.
Yeah.
And then eventually what happens is we saw the other teammate just be like, okay, cool. I want Black Adam to die.
Yep.
And they just went in there, got it done. Gizmo, what a menace.
I mean, you kind of nailed it right on the head, too. Like, that's like you can see that they went into the zoning wars at certain points to try and get things started. But the red team has the zone breaking tool in the car, and Joker and Black Adam have answers to it, but they haven't solved it yet.
Yeah.
And even if you try to go box with it, now all of a sudden AlphaStone is going right behind you. So you were too focused on trying to stop Gizmo. He was not the problem, though, because the giant Nair from Raven is on its way in, and then he breaks them up, separates them out of that bubble, and they haven't really have a solid answer to it yet.
I feel like having a game plan that allows you to be more aggressive. Like, I understand they have their game plan. They've been trying to do a thing. We're going to sit in the bubble. We're going to throw our stuff. But I feel like you might need to change it up here a little bit, especially when you're dealing with a team that's like, we're cool with just sitting back and throwing stuff repeatedly at you. So maybe a bit of a change. Maybe not even just to the characters, but like just game plan in general. So we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like I think they might have gotten the audio all taken care of. Again, make sure that if you are playing on PS5, that the audio might get taken. This is for stream runners because it's not really on the players to pay attention to this. But make sure you keep an eye on that because sometimes it will snag audio. There is a way to kind of default it, but it is based on that.
I think we can just continue to blame the players anyway.
You're right.
Because the players are always going to blame the TOs for anything.
True.
So.
And metsfan didn't give him our cable back yet. But he's still in brackets, so he still gets to keep it. Yeah. It was metsfan. It was metsfan. All right. Here we go.
I mean, that sounds like a Mets fan just taking things from people and not giving it back. Bring back one. So.
There we go. We got game number 2 here. Of course, it was AlphaStone and Zeb who got that first game. Playing very well. Again, utilizing the car as a way to kind of get in was a big key point. So let's see what their game plan is to kind of solve that. But right now, having Lenore attached to Gizmo, just letting him get those quick neutral specials and constantly having an active hitbox.
Okay.
Well, this could be big. They might get an early KO here. Good dodge from AlphaStone to get away from Black Adam.
That was absolutely necessary because that was going to be an absolutely decimating stock to get things started here.
Yeah, you get 20 early KO against this team the way they've been playing so far. You take that to the bank every time.
Yep.
Joker card coming through. Trying to get something started here is Zeb. So far, they're actually getting walked down to the corner a little bit more often than before. So, although the yellow team has taken more damage, they've been able to pivot them to the positions they want. They just haven't been able to make that big play yet.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like they're playing a bit more aggressive here. Like, they understand we still have our defensive game plan when we need to, but we kind of need to get a good lead here to force them to play in, like, a much more disadvantaged position. Oh, big!
Sarah coming through, going for the up special, try and get a K off the top. Now we got Gizmo attached. So now this is a super-powered Raven. You kind of just want to leave them alone for a minute because there's too many active hitboxes coming in from that duo.
Yep.
Oh, the lingered hit off the down attack, tried to challenge too early, and the sweet spot of Dare comes through, and then they get the closeout with Nair on the other side too. Big moment here for the yellow team.
Yo, she got punted, dude.
Oh, they answered right back right away, though, getting the double KO off the top, so that down air coming through with that big kick didn't mean too much in the end, and we're dead even once again.
Just get zapped over there.
Yeah, the Chain Lightning, actually an incredible tool. It does have a cooldown, so you can't use it all the time, but it's a great way to break up all of the nonsense that the red team is putting out against them right now.
Yep. Okay. Right now. Oh.
Solid follow-up off the card. We're going to get that Sarah to get in and break it up. A little bit easier to go ahead and follow up off of Sarah right now and try to use that Confetti Cannon, but I think that we're seeing more respect come in from Zeb now, realizing Confetti Cannon is a really good way to keep them out.
Oh. There's so much happening on the screen right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity going on.
There's so much. There's like 16 different interactions going on at any point in time, man.
We're going to see that up air finally get the closeout, but AlphaStone sitting at 111 himself, so this is a borrowed time stock to pretty much any straight hit from Black Adam. Sarah, up air will all do it.
Yep. Ooh.
See that dodge boosted Dare, but the up air coming through from Gizmo saying, I do not care if you're trying to focus on AlphaStone. You can try and come box me all you want. I have a great answer to this. Zeb, AlphaStone looking phenomenal here. The metsfan and Righlee, another very strong duo, but facing potential elimination here from Platfight.
The movement from AlphaStone with that Raven and right for that final stock, just going from like one side of the stage to the other was so crazy.
Yeah.
That was fast, man.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of early Raven play, everybody hasn't really figured out a lot of the setups and a lot of the aggressive tools that she has. So you tend to see a lot more of the real passive gameplay from Ravens. I hope a lot of them really study and break down what AlphaStone's been doing, because this has been a very aggressive Raven.
He just zipped across the stage, and I was just like, why is she able to move like this, bro?
Aerial side special backed up behind a projectile is one of your best movement tools in the game.
Yep. All right, well, here we go. Getting into game 3, right? Game 3? Yes.
Yes, game number 3, 2-0 lead currently for AlphaStone and Zeb.
Going to be a bit of a tough one here for Righlee and metsfan.
Yeah, definitely struggling a little bit to get things started because, again, like the activity that happens between that pairing right there, you have so much coverage between Gizmo interrupting the few gaps that Raven leaves you to get a hit, and then Raven just covers the rest.
Yep. Oh!
The popcorn shotgun blast coming through. Both of them kind of backing up, give each other a moment to think.
Dude, I actually had a popcorn ball like the other week, and it was really delicious.
I love those things.
So I'm gonna point that out there real quick.
I
I just saw like his popcorn ball, and I'm like I'm kind of hungry right now.
What do we get for food after? All right, so we got the up special attempt coming in from Joker, but nothing really happens. and utilizing the balloon, but they both faded back. I think that's one of the best parts about this duo right now. Like, Black Adam and Joker have incredible space coverage, and yet AlphaStone and Zeb have been amazing at dodging all of it. And there goes the Seer finally get the KO. AlphaStone coming through to try and get the go at the top, but here goes Black Adam to shut down what was an attempt. And they're trying to get him still, but the Nair comes through on what I thought was going to be Righlee's stock. Instead, ends up being the red team who loses one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we could honestly take another lead here and then even things up right back very quickly. I mean, we see Joker at 142, we see Gizmo at 125. Honestly, we've seen a lot of people blown up very quick.
And we're seeing a healthy dosage of the utilizing that poison flower from Joker to break Lenore. Because remember, armor breaks do break heavy projectiles, so using that every time will break Lenore. Don't let her just kind of hang out. And we're going to see a KO falling off the side there from Zeb. Zeb has been super elusive and extremely difficult to try and KO so far. But so has Righlee, 158, taking forever to get knocked out.
Yeah, that is
and then
a lot.
he falls to the bottom on his own. I have words. Okay.
You know what? If I'm trying to close out somebody's stock and I just can't get it and they just kind of fall to their death, I do feel a certain way about that. Like, why couldn't I close them out?
Yeah, I wanted that. The Joker card won't be enough to get the KO onto AlphaStone. Great DI over towards the right-hand side, but everybody is piled up, and that's a beautiful time for Black Adam to get a closer.
Yep. And now Black Adam also on the menu here to be closed out very, very soon. It's just a matter of kind of getting that opening. He's been doing a great job of being the aggressor, but just not really having to be put into a defensive end.
Here we go with the up air coming through, and Lenore is attached to Gizmo, but they hit him so many times it didn't end up mattering in the end. This is looking like a much better play from them, but Joker is at 86 damage. This is not the most comfortable spot. You got Sarah coming through. You got to be able to choose the right route. You need to go over there and go help him out. The down air coming through. He gets the dare to help out Joker to get him back on, but he still has not touched the stage. Lenore coming through. Dude, you need to get back on. And so far, he is at 113 and still has not touched.
Oh, dude, this is so much pressure here, man. What is Black Adam supposed to do?
Wall fatigue just settled in, so now it's an opportunity to go try and box Joker. Up air keeps him safe for a second, but Black Adam is now getting jumped.
Yeah, dude. Oh, no! That's going to be it right there as we see the set come to a finish. Mets fan and Righlee just not able to just, move on and bracket.